Hello and welcome to. I have no idea why I do this. I have loads of my videos where the kind of opening shot, when I share it on YouTube, the opening shot is me going like, or generally I have a cup in my hand or something like that. Who knows? So we're not here to be perfect, are we? We're here to just get on and do our thing. So I wanted to pop on. Last week was my first week back. I got back into business fully from Tuesday, and it was an absolute amazing whirlwind, but had left me very little time to do a lengthy live stream. So I wanted to pop on and have a chat with you today, connect with you all, see how you all doing. So morning, Jen, lovely to see you here. We're going to be talking about one of the fastest ways to grow your audience. And Jen is actually a superstar at this, so she'll probably be able to contribute some more as well. So as you come on board, come say hi. But yeah, I just wanted to really connect again. I've got a couple of things. I'm going to share this content, and then I'm going to share with you about my mastermind that I'm running for the lovely Cheryl in her group, the Digital Crushers. I've just written to them as well. Let me get the name of the group up. I don't want to do Morning Victoria, lovely to see you here. So I don't want to do Cheryl's group an injustice by getting their name wrong. It's so if none of you are in Cheryl's group, really recommend that you connect with Cheryl. Cheryl is a member here. I interviewed her in my master class series in December. And she runs the Digital Strategy Crushers Female Marketing Mavericks. And Cheryl and I connected last year when she was running a tele seminar for female entrepreneurs who are like kind of no BS, kind of, you know, who are just like her, wanted to ensure that female entrepreneurs were getting like the real juice about how to grow your business. So we did, I collaborated with Cheryl then, and then she came and did my series of master class interviews actually in December, and then she's asked me to collaborate with her tomorrow, so I'll be talking a little bit more about that as well. But I wanted to kind of kick off by saying that, you know, part of what we do as business entrepreneurs is that we are looking to grow our audience. We are looking to expand our reach, and very often we have evolved. So you may have an email list that's quite a few years old, and it could well be that you've got people in there that you were attracting into your business when your business was quite different. Maybe you had a different message or a different niche. So there will be a huge percentage of people on your email list who are no longer relevant for you. So one of the things that we want to be doing is calling in all of those lovely relevant people to us. And the reason why we do this is because we are looking to being able to have our own tribe of people who love what we do. We want to build relationships with them, and in time we want to turn those relationships into sales prospects. But the initial thing is to really get in there and capture people who are the right people for you, who you can really talk to, who you can really support, and who you can build a brilliant relationship with. And then when the time is right for them, that you put an offer out there and they say yes to you. And there are all sorts of amazing ways that you can do that. And obviously last week we saw and heard from Facebook about how they're changing the remit of Facebook again. And I know that there's been a little bit of panic from people, and we had that lovely discussion over the weekend in here about people's approach to it. And I think the majority of people within this group totally understand why Facebook have done this, and actually have seen it as a really good challenge for us to kind of step up to the mark again. And instead of just putting out content that isn't engaging with the audience, is always thinking about how you can engage with it. So this is key for us. You know, if we just gathered people to us and then just sold to them, that wouldn't work. So the opportunity to gather people to us and engage with them and to build a relationship is the right strategy. So in lots of ways, Facebook is actually helping us to step up to the mark and to remember about that engagement piece. And we did have a great discussion in here about lots of people's ideas and thoughts about what Facebook have decided to do and what they're going to do as a result of that. So if you want to see that, that's just in the comments in this page. So just have a look through, add your own, take from it what you want as well. So who here would love to grow their current audience? And I mean, we see bandied around all the time people who have like all these amazing thousands of people on their list, and sometimes we can be led to believe that you can't go out and have a successful business until you equally have hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people on your list. But actually, back in 2016, when my business like completely transformed overnight, I didn't have a ton of extra people on my list. Obviously, that was part of my strategy going forward, but I sold to a really small group of people over 2016, but it still helped me to triple my income. So if you're in the belief that you can't make sales with your existing audience, I would say I would challenge you on that, and I'd also kind of ask you to go and test that. No, go and put an offer out there that you feel really aligned to and see who puts a hand up to say, come work with you. So we do. So Jen wants more people to come and work with her. This is like this strategy that I'm going to talk about. This is like something that my first mentor, Bernadette Doyle, who was a phenomenal mentor. I can't quite believe that she was my first business mentor, but she used to talk about this strategy all the time. And it used to put the fear of God into me, because I was in that whole mindset of like little old me. Who's going to do that with little old me? And who am I to step out and say that I'm an expert or that I've got something available to people? And it's taken me quite a few years to get over that one. So we're going to be talking about collaboration with other people. It's the fastest and the kind of the freest way that you can actually grow your audience, and it doesn't rely on Facebook. You can do this any which way you want. So put your hands up, let me know in the comments, let me know with like the thumbs up or hearts, whatever you decide to do, if this is something that you currently use in your business, or if you understand that this is a strategy that perhaps you were like me, you've heard it before, and then you buried it because you had some doubts about whether or not you could actually make it work for you. So obviously back when I was working with Bernadette, she was talking about collaboration with other people, and this makes complete sense. So let's look at this in its fullness. So why would you do this? Why would you give up your precious time and energy to go and work with other people and to perhaps give them free content or something like that? And the thing is you're looking to collaborate with people who have got your target audience, so that you can go into that target audience and offer them something that they are not already offering or not planning to offer their audience because it's not their zone of genius. And there's loads of different examples, and we'll talk about all sorts of different examples about how this works. And whenever you're putting together this sort of scenario, you're looking for a win-win situation. It can't be all about you growing your audience. It's thinking about how can you help them meet some of their targets and goals as well. So nobody has responded to say that this is a strategy that they're using. So let me just kind of reframe that question and ask people if you are currently not using this in your business. I'd equally love to understand, because it allows me to understand how deep to go into this strategy. And you can also share with me what the challenges are. So perhaps you have heard about this, but you've discounted it for whatever reason. And that's fine, that's cool, because we are where we are, but we can deal with, you know, we can deal with the things that are challenges. So collaboration is massive. I started to collaborate with other business owners back in 2015. At the end of 2014, I was approached by an amazing woman who asked me to collaborate on a telesummit, and it's how I met both Sherry Thompson and Kelly Carnes, who are still in my world and who are both still supporting me in my business, and Kelly is actually one of my clients as well. So that collaboration was really, really powerful. For the very first time, I was connected with 10 or 12 other female entrepreneurs who were all in a similar boat, and we came together and we worked really closely together for 5 months, and we ran this tele seminar, and it was amazing, and we got we grew a lot, we understood a lot about visibility, and we obviously got to talk to each other's audiences as well, which was awesome. Yeah, we'll talk about some of the downsides to it as well, Victoria. Yes. So that was my first kind of venture into joint working collaboration, and it was so powerful. I, like Victoria, have worked in other collaborations where I felt as if it wasn't a win-win situation, that I was doing all the work and there wasn't the payoff. So one of the key things when you're looking to collaborate with another person is that you've got an existing relationship with that person, and you have clear communication agreement that of what each other are going to be doing as well. And choosing your collaboration partner is really one of the key kind of ingredients to this particular recipe for success. But you can work, and I really don't want you to be put off, Victoria, from doing that again if that's been the case. I did a collaboration early doors, and it was a little bit of a disaster. One of the women that I was working with was so, and she hadn't shared this with me, but she was so nervous of being interviewed in the way that I was interviewing as part of my collaboration, that she was too scared to go out there and tell her audience that this was happening. So we didn't get any of her audience join us. And the other lady at the end flatly refused to promote it, even though obviously I was helping her. She flatly refused to promote it because she thought we were too close, too similar, and so basically she'd been really unfair, and she thought, yeah, this is a great opportunity for me. I'm going to have access to Rachel's audience, but I'm not giving her access to mine. So it was always very one way. But I've learned a lot since then, and yes, so Victoria said that it hasn't put her off. You've got to learn your lessons, don't you? So collaboration is really brilliant. So if you are looking to use this, there's all sorts of different ways you can do it. So let's just say that you have a similar audience to maybe, right, I'm going to take my sister as an example. She didn't do this, but it's like a real scenario that I can work through. So my sister runs Wild Things, which is a family forest school here in York. And when she was setting up, obviously she was looking to work with preschool children. Actually, she did do this. This is a real life example. She was looking to work with preschool children. And obviously preschool children are in nurseries, and she had connections with local nurseries because her children went to nurseries as well. So she contacted them and she worked in collaboration with them, and actually her nursery took a good chunk of her early sessions. So that was like another provider who had a massive database of hundreds of parents who had exactly the age of children that my sister was targeting in terms of getting them into her forest school, and they were really happy to collaborate with her, and in fact became her client as well. So it can work really, really, really beautifully. So the current collaborations that I'm doing at the moment is there's quite a few actually. I'm just trying to think them through. So I'm working with an amazing lady this afternoon. We're doing an interview on video and kind of my journey to becoming very confident on video and doing lives. So that's going to be amazing, and that's going to go out to her audience. Morning, Anna, lovely to see you here. So that's a win-win, because obviously I'll make it available to my audience who are also interested in videos and YouTube and all of those things, which is her juice. Tomorrow I am collaborating with Cheryl over in her Facebook group, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. And in December I kicked off my interview series, where every Monday I interview for 30 minutes another female entrepreneur, and it's all about them, isn't it? So it's all about, you know, their journey, their area of specialism. And this is a brilliant collaboration because of many things. First of all, it gives me increased visibility over my Facebook page where I run the interviews. It gives me access to their audience because obviously they're going to promote it, but equally for them, they get an opportunity to promote it and attract my audience, which I'm totally happy about. And it also gives me an opportunity to kind of work with these female entrepreneurs on joint ventures, and that's exactly what happens. It's got to be like a win-win situation. So when I'm looking for somebody to be part of my interview series, one of the aspects I'm looking at is thinking about whether or not there's an opportunity for me to come and do something similar with their audience. So you're always looking for that win-win situation. So collaborating with other people who've already got your audience is a really fast way of growing your audience without you having to pay for Facebook ads, without you having to be all over Facebook every single day talking about a single thing. So collaborations is key. So think about, who do you know, even if you just know them a little bit, who do you know and like, who you resonate with, who've got a similar audience to yourself, where you could put together a proposal about working together. And it may be that you haven't got a specific idea, or you've got a proposal, and that you actually get into discussions about it. So it can feel a little bit scary, you can feel a little bit vulnerable, because obviously that person can say no. But actually, in most cases, people love this opportunity to help and support another female entrepreneur, but also they love this opportunity for themselves to increase their visibility as well. So has this given you some ideas and some thoughts about how you can collaborate with people that you know who've got a similar audience to yourself? There's all sorts of different things that you can do. You can do teleseminars, you can do an interview series, you could run a free masterclass, you could create some content. I know Kelly within her paid monthly club, she gets experts to come in and create content, and there's a payoff, not a financial payoff, but there's a win-win situation going on for them there. So there's all sorts of different ways that you could collaborate with people. Collaboration, you know, another way to think about collaboration, it's the same as if you had written a piece of content for a magazine or a publication. That's a collaboration, isn't it? They are taking your content and using it, but giving you access to all of their subscribers. So there are many different ways that you can collaborate. And so this month, I've got 3 collaborations, which are really exciting. And, you know, I've got a goal of how many collaborations I'm looking for every month. And it's a brilliant one. It really allows you to be connected to a lot more people. And also it allows you to work with other female entrepreneurs who you admire and respect as well, which is really exciting. So any questions about that? Oh, whilst you're thinking about that, let me tell you about tomorrow. So over in, and let me just get the name of it right, I don't want to get it wrong. So over in Cheryl's group, which is the Digital Strategy Crushers Female Marketing Mavericks. So that's Cheryl's group. I'm running tomorrow at 11 o'clock, I'm running a free class, which is all about giving you clarity about your own specific business, and how you're going to call in all of the results and all of the things that you're looking to call into your business in 2018. So it's about creating a success model, but it's something that's bespoke for you. We'll be looking at, you know, what kind of makes you tick, what your dreams and aspirations for 2018, and then giving you the kind of structure where you can structure out how you're actually going to make that happen. So it's similar to something that I've run here before as part of my 5-day challenge back in October, I'm going to say, which was Create Your Next Oh My God offer. That was one of the elements of that training. So tomorrow we're just going to expand it and look at this in its fullness, and you're more than welcome to come and join me over there. You just need to join Cheryl's group. which is an amazing group anyhow. And then I'll be live from 11 a.m. So that is a perfect example of a collaboration. It takes up a little bit of my time this week to promote it. It takes 60 minutes for me to go in there, have a great time with Cheryl's audience. She is able to create, you know, this kind of energy and this new content, and I'm able to access Cheryl's audience as well, increase my visibility, and to equally understand the kind of struggles and challenges that other entrepreneurs are facing, which helps me with my strategies and so on. So come and join us tomorrow. So any questions about collaborations? Who feels inspired to think about how you can collaborate? So Jen says that she's using it in terms of face-to-face referrals, but not emails. She does cross-refer with her personal trainer. Yeah, that's another great example. So Jen is a therapist. She runs a holistic centre, and she also is connected to a personal trainer who is dealing with people for the kind of mind and body. So, you know, they're likely to have injuries, or they might have some other stuff going on for them. Maybe they're doing exercise to improve their mental health, and that is Jen's baby. You know, that is where you go for some more support on your mental health, is Jen. So who is feeling inspired about actually looking at collaborations? You can collaborate in live events. I've run live events with other people before. Yeah, but as I said right at the beginning, it is about choosing very carefully who your collaboration partner is. I would take some time to get to know your potential collaboration partners and see if they really are the right people for you. And again, it's about having that very clear communication between the two of you to make sure that actually they are going to do what you want them to do, and vice versa. So it is a kind of win-win situation. Anna says she is. There's loads of ladies I want to collaborate with, and yes. Yes, collaboration is great. It's great fun. It's always nice to go and meet somebody else's crowd. And it's lovely to be able to bring somebody else in and do that. I mean, when my interview series will be back in February, because January is too crazy, but I have interviewed a load of amazing people over there that I love. And, you know, we've looked at all sorts of like business things, but I also had Alison Goodwin come in, who's one of my amazing clients, and she's a yoga and like mentor for women. And one of her things is about the menstrual cycle, which, you know, in the past used to make me go, ooh, I don't want to talk about that. But actually, working with Alison myself, I understand how much that has massively positively impacted on me. So we ran this interview, and so many people have contacted me afterwards and told me how like life-changing that 30-minute interview was. So can you imagine now that, you know, if they ever have a question about that sort of thing, who's going to be positioned top of mind? It's going to be Alison, isn't it? So that's how powerful, you know, a 30-minute collaboration can be. And it can be really, really fast. You could have guest bloggers come in and blog on your site, or, oh, there's just loads. There's absolutely loads. I saw this really cool one, which was where Cassie from, oh, I can't remember. She's got a big group. She's a lovely Canadian lady, quite into the hustle. And she did this with a group of female entrepreneurs who all had a similar audience, where they, for a week, promoted like a big list of amazing business resources. So it's basically everybody's freebies. And so basically you went on this list and was like, yeah, well, that freebie, that freebie, that freebie, and what you were signing up to were other people's email lists in order to get the freebie. And they all did that for, I don't know, a week, 10 days. And I'd imagine that the results that they got were pretty awesome as well. So lots of ideas there, lots of things that you can think about. Have a really fabulous Tuesday. Don't forget to come and join Cheryl and I tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Come in, let me know how you're going to use this strategy in your business. If you've got any questions, it's January, let's start using this really smart strategy early doors in our business. And this is about leveraging, isn't it? And leverage is quite a key word for me in 2018. So you're going to hear me talk about this a lot. Okay, have a very fabulous day. See you soon.